A somber navy blue washes over the screen as a family gathers in the living room, gold accents glinting softly in the background. The air is heavy with grief and uncertainty. Photographs of happier times line the mantle, now overshadowed by the loss of a beloved parent. Voices are hushed, and the silence is punctuated only by the ticking of a clock. As the family sits together, the reality settles in. Their parent is gone, and they are left to pick up the pieces. Animated text appears. No will? The question hangs in the air, foreshadowing the challenges to come. A family member begins searching through drawers and files, hoping to find a last will or estate plan. Piles of paperwork are sifted through, but nothing emerges. The realization dawns. There is no will. Animated text flashes. Intestate succession. Confusion ripples through the group. What happens now? Who decides what is to be done with the house, the savings, the cherished heirlooms? The family's uncertainty grows as they try to understand the legal path ahead. The absence of clear instructions means the state, not the parent, will determine how everything is divided. The family's journey now moves into the formal world of probate court. Animated text. Probate court. The process begins with filing a petition to open an estate. Attorneys review stacks of documents, examining bank statements, property deeds, and insurance policies. The family appears in court, where a judge presides over the proceedings. The judge's role is critical. Without a will, the court must follow state law to decide who inherits what. The process is unfamiliar and daunting, filled with legal terminology and procedures that can feel overwhelming. The family waits anxiously as decisions are made for them. Attorneys explain the concept of intestate succession, the legal framework that governs how assets are distributed when there is no will. Animated text. Who inherits? Each state has its own laws, but generally assets pass to the closest relatives: spouses, children, sometimes parents or siblings. The family learns that sentimental items, like jewelry or a treasured painting, may not be handled as they hoped. The judge reviews claims and verifies relationships. Legal paperwork multiplies: affidavits, inventories, court orders. The process can take months, sometimes years. The complexity of the legal maze becomes clear as the family realizes how much is now out of their hands. Tension rises as siblings and relatives gather around the kitchen table, discussing what should happen next. Animated text. Family conflict. Disagreements surface over the value of the family home, who should keep certain keepsakes, and how to split bank accounts. Old rivalries and misunderstandings resurface. The lack of a will leaves room for disputes, and even the closest families can be tested. Conversations that should be about honoring a loved one's legacy become negotiations. The emotional strain is visible on every face as the family struggles to find common ground. The state steps in to fill the void left by the absence of a will. Animated text. Intestate succession. Judges and court officials follow strict guidelines, distributing assets according to a predetermined formula. Sometimes this means a surviving spouse receives a portion, while children split the rest. In other cases, more distant relatives may inherit. The state's approach is impersonal, focused on fairness but not on family wishes or unique circumstances. The family watches as decisions are made based on statutes, rather than personal relationships or memories. The process underscores the importance of having an estate plan. With no clear instructions, the probate process is often slow and contentious. Animated text. Delays. Months can pass before assets are distributed. Legal fees accumulate, and the estate's value can shrink as a result. Disputes over property or money may lead to further court hearings and even lawsuits. The family's grief is compounded by frustration and uncertainty. The absence of a will transforms what could have been a smooth transition into a prolonged ordeal, leaving lasting scars on family relationships. The emotional weight of losing a parent is heavy enough, but the confusion and conflict of intestate succession make it even harder. Family members feel powerless, as cherished memories become sources of disagreement. The lack of clarity breeds resentment, and the legacy their parent hoped to leave behind feels diminished by legal battles and paperwork. Animated text. Family conflict. The experience is a powerful reminder of the importance of planning for the future. As the dust settles, the family reflects on what they have learned. Scenes shift to hopeful images. Families meeting with attorneys, discussing their wishes, drafting wills, and creating estate plans. Animated text. Protect your legacy. Navy blue and gold branding returns, symbolizing trust and stability. Families realize that by planning ahead, they can spare their loved ones confusion, conflict, and unnecessary pain. The message is clear. A will is not just a legal document, but a final act of love and care for those left behind. The screen fades to gold as the words "Protect Your Legacy" appear. The story ends with a call to action. Plan today so your family can focus on healing and remembrance tomorrow.